Day 85. So far it's beautiful. 100% chance of rain today. So, yeah, there's that. Somebody's going to get wet. But it's going to be a warm rain, so, that's pretty important. That changes everything. Still on my way to the Devil's Backbone. Nice, peaceful night. Really missing Wildflower. My boots hurt. Yeah, the growing pains of putting on new shoes. So I'm going to see if I can squeeze out 20 today. That'll keep me on track. I did 18 yesterday, but it was a hard 18. It did kind of hurt, but that's mostly all the food on my back. I got way too much. But, I figured it would take me 6 days to walk to the Devil's Backbone. And there are little cities in between, but it's not easy for a guy that looks like me to hitchhike in and out. So I figured it'd just be faster if I carried 7 days or 6 days worth of food on my back. But I'm going to tell you, my feet are regretting that decision right now. But, it's all in the name of toughening up. I'm still toughening up. I've been out here, forever now. 85 days. Jeez. I got to get the speed on, though. I'm so far behind everybody. Roy and Flatline say I'm catching up to them, but I'm not sure where they're at. But according to their last message, they say I'm right on their heels, but that probably means 30 or 40 miles. So let's see if we can go catch those guys. There's a little baby deer not 10 feet from me, just chilling there. Like a little baby. He's got to weigh like 10 pounds tops. I saw his eyes glow and it kind of tripped me out. I don't know why don't his eyes glow in the video. Huh. Well, later on, dear, I won't freak you out. Thanks for being so mellow, and I really want to pet you, but I'm not going to bother you because I know you won't let me pet you. But I really want to. Great, this reminded me of the Smokies. So I come out of the trail and boom, black top. But there's so much moisture in the air, I can't figure out where the AT goes from here. Stupid clouds. Even if it doesn't rain today with this much moisture in the air, I'm gonna be soaked regardless. Hey, I see some sort of something in the distance. Let's go investigate. Whatever, another road again? How many times you guys gonna make me crisscross this thing? Where are you, AT? You cannot hide from me. Oh, there's a sign, there's a sign. Oh, and it has some blazes on it. Evidently I'm at Mills Gap. I don't see a path around here anywhere. And those blazes are telling me to go right. So, right it is, I guess. Let's wander. Man lives in the sunlit world of what he believes to be reality. But there is an underworld, a place that is just as real, but not as brightly lit. A dark side. Look at that freaking redneck shooting up signs, and not a single one is a kill shot. Pathetic aim. Well, that doesn't look very promising. It is definitely headed my way. I wonder which mountain I'm going to be on top of when it hits. But hey, it's a beautiful day, nice and warm, so that rain's gonna be welcome and refreshing as I'm trying not to bitch to it anyway. I was hoping to outrun it. Last time I checked, the weather forecast was in Daleville, which was a good 30 miles ago. And I outran those storms last week. And they're saying 80% chance like every day. And hell, it didn't rain on me at all. Or maybe it did a little bit. I don't know. Hard to remember at this point. But even if it did, it was barely. Not enough to count. So today was the first day I've seen that's 100% chance of rain. But, that was 30 miles ago, man. I'm gonna keep on trucking. Maybe I can outrun it, but I wouldn't mind a few sprinkles to cool me down. I'm already wet with sweat. Might as well get some cool water in on it. You can tell by looking at the wood that this is a brand new pretty up here. What? I'm down with brand new pretty. Let's see how horrible it is on the inside. Whoa. Look at that locking mechanism. really? Damn, that is all nice and new. Doesn't even stink in here yet. Operative word is yet. Oh, something to hang my coat on. Now that's something I've been worried about in most privies. Like, I got nowhere to hang my coat. You don't want to put it on the floor. Hey, look, handicap railings. Wood, though. Because, you know, you need handicap railings in the woods. Sometimes you're so drunk you might fall in. Stopped off at the shelter, you know, used that privy. Really nice, really nice. Took my shoes off, got the rocks out of my shoes. Now that I'm wearing boots opposed to trail runners, I get rocks in there constantly. Trail runners, no rocks. Doesn't make sense. But hey. So I'm sitting there chatting with a dude named Blitz, German guy. Lots of Germans on this trail. And he thought I must have slept there last night, so he's like, oh, you're up early? I was like, oh, no, man, I was camped like 10 miles back the way. And he said the thing that I love to hear the most. He says, are you Nightcrawler? I'm like, well, yeah, I am. He's like, I've heard of you. You know, I love to hear that stuff. So he's coming up behind me. We're headed to the next shelter down. The next shelter I'm kind of excited to see. It's a 20-man shelter. Most of them that I see are 6-man. That one was a 6-man. But a 20-man shelter is gonna be huge. Doesn't look like it's gonna storm anymore for being 100% chance. It's blue skies. All that stuff seemed to burn off, but you know, who knows? Things come out of nowhere in the mountains. So hopefully if it does come down, I'm near that shelter. I don't remember how far it was off, maybe 6-8 miles. That's a whole lot of nothing nowadays. And he actually saved me some weight because that shelter's one of the very few shelters I've seen that has no water sources. So I happened to come in with 2 liters, and he was saying that he used the last of his water for coffee, so I gave him a liter. Doing him a favor, and it takes 2 pounds off my back. You know, win-win for both of us. So water's in 3 miles. I'll fill up there and cruise on to that shelter. Let's see what the horizon looks like. See if there's any storms coming. And on the horizon, ooh, let me climb up some rocks here. No, looks way more clear than it did a while ago. I mean, there's one big cloud over there on the horizon, but I ain't scared of her. No, today is going to be a beautiful day. But of course it is. I'm in the woods. How could it not be a beautiful day? Got one blister that just won't stop bugging me, so I'm gonna do something I have not done before. I've had moleskin on it, tape, all that stuff, but she's still growing, and it doesn't feel like there's a whole lot of room left in my shoes. So I'm gonna pop it. I've never popped a blister. Seems like the thing to do in this situation. Normally I wouldn't want to, and especially not in a sock that I've been wearing for days. So I'm gonna change my socks while I'm at it. You know, safety first and all that. So yeah, I'm gonna lance this bad boy, put some more moleskin on it, and try to hobble my ass, I don't know, many more miles down the road. I ain't gonna let no little blister stop me. These things just hurt. They don't stop you. They just make you walk funny. All right, when I started walking, I was like, oh, that was a mistake. It hurt. It was like blinding kind of pain. Ooh. But a mile into it, feeling pretty good. So, thinking it was the right idea. I'll make it farther today at least. I just hope it doesn't get infected. Not a whole lot of stuff to clean it with out here. So, immune system, do your job. You got one job. And we have rain. It'll take another couple of minutes for it to actually reach me through this canopy. But, oh, I'm happy for it. It's cooled it down a lot already. And I feel like I'm really close to a shelter of some sort. Not quite sure, but... there's running water here. I'm in a gulch. There's shelter around here somewhere. Oh yeah, there's a 20-man shelter coming up somewhere. I gotta be close. And just in the nick of time, we arrive. We barely got wet. Just enough to cool us down a bit. So this is about the biggest shelter I've seen, multi-layered. We got a little deck out here that, you know, worst case scenario, hikers would totally be sleeping on it. Got a little one here. Got another one up here. We got a 3rd story up here. Let's see what goes on up here. Ugh. Somebody carried a tree stump all the way up here to sit on. It's too dark for you to see, but there is a tree stump right here. Windows, open loft. What's the point of having windows on one side but not over here? And a poem on the wall, what? And tons of wasp nests. Now what are these berries? I got some orange ones, yellow ones. Got no idea what they are. Come out of weird little hairy pods. Guess I gotta eat one. Or is that a bad idea? They look tasty. Do it. It's only 2 in the afternoon and look how dark it is. Ooh, this rain feels great. About time a rainstorm felt really good. I think I'm only about a mile or so from the shelter, but I'm not even gonna bother putting on rain gear because this feels pretty nice. How quickly things change around here, you know? Like an hour ago I was burning up in the sun, and now it's fog, it's dark. I much prefer this. Nice leisurely walk, although I am way at the top of the mountain, so I guess this isn't fog, this is the cloud I'm in. I think I just climbed the biggest climb I've done in Virginia, so that's like the biggest climb in, I don't know, 250 or so miles. So I'm up pretty high by Virginia standards, you know, Colorado standards. No, I'm below city level. But I'm liking it up here. I think it's all downhill all the way to the shelter, so I'm just gonna ride this out, man. Easy peasy.